Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, I realized that my audio in the background got corrupted on this part, so I have to do a voiceover here. So, basically, in this very beginning, I was pretty much telling the story about how I was at work or coming home from picking my son up from school when Kai dropped the announcement that Streaming University was live. So right here, so basically, pretty much what ended up happening was, got home. Obviously, Kai did give everybody the heads up eons ago. If you know, you know. He basically said that, hey, the site may crash, which it did, because as soon as Kai's notification went out and everybody figured out that Streaming University was live, everybody and their mama flooded the website. And of course, there was probably some that got in, but I was one of the ones who the site had crashed on. And basically, I was just real freaking excited because I was waking up every hour on the hour. After I kind of felt a little bit defeated, thinking, crap, I'm not gonna be able to get my submission in. But as you can see here, I have a big smile on my face, and I'm pretty much just going through the questions like, if you could take any course, are you certain you'll pass with an A? And believe my response was, actually I have it recorded. So I was like, in a nutshell, I'm passing all my classes. But I believe I wrote down creative writing, theory, content creation, and pretty much how not to be a brand risk. I thought that was like kind of funny, so I put that in there just for the shits and giggles and laughs and the ha-has, right? But yeah, pretty much overall, I think I would do fairly well in my classes, probably except for this one I struggle with, which will bring you to the next question. What subject did you struggle most in school? For me, it was math. And yeah, I was pretty much low-key debating if I should write that answer as a response, but I wanted to answer honestly and truthfully. And I kind of feel like if I do get selected out of a bunch of people, that's millions of people, thousands of people that's enrolling, it'll make for some good content for sure. For sure. That third question, if you were in a group of 4 students, which of these best describe how you contribute to a project? So pretty much they all had, they had the leader, the slacker, the procrastinator, and let me see, what was the last one? The overachiever and the ghost. So I was pretty much explaining how I am now. I feel like now in my more mature adult years, I'm for sure, the leader, the overachiever. But I'm also not perfect. I can also be a slacker, and I can also most definitely be the procrastinator. Last minute hero, procrastinate until the last minute and then goes all in. So I pretty much put the response just because I feel like even with me being more older and mature, there are definitely moments where I definitely fucking procrastinate. I'm just like, get it, like Robin, get it over with, get it done. And then before you know it, I'm in the 11th, 12th hour of getting stuff done. And yeah, so basically that's what it was for that response. I also wanted to take the time out to let you guys know I did not stream this, just for the simple fact that there was a couple of people that did get in to the point to letting you know and giving you the heads up of what was going to be expected on each of the pages. And basically that second to the last page has your confidential information. And obviously Kai wanted us to be safe, so I chose not to stream it, but make a video instead. So yeah, here we go. But yeah, as you can see, I'm explaining my thought process, you know, pretty much explaining to you what I've already just said for the most part. Yeah, I want to say I did pick the procrastinator, because at first I hit the leader. I was just like, no, that's too easy, especially for me now. So I'm just like, bump it. Let's have some fun. So procrastinator it is. And then this next sentence, or this next question, was basically asking, in less than 3 sentences, how would your future roommate at Streamer University describe you as a roommate? And so my first thought process was, okay, is asking how would you be as a roommate? And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just be myself here. And I pretty much wrote the cool, laid back one, making people laugh while giving people advice, but also being a distraction. Because I can definitely, most for certainty, be a combination of all those things. So I feel like if I was chosen for Streaming University, I would definitely add, you know, a lot of character, a lot of charisma, a lot of energy while we're in a dorm setting or, you know, a common area setting. But anywho, while I'm filling this part out, so basically, y'all, I had a heartfelt moment, and pretty much like I was going through it, y'all. I damn near cried, but all in all, I prayed about it. I'm like, Lord, please let this site come back up so I can apply. And not only myself, but I'm quite sure thousands and to millions of people wanted to apply here. Let's see. The next question was, what school club would you definitely join or create at Streamer University? So I went with anime club, gaming club, esports club, marching band, because I was definitely in the marching band for real in real life. You feel me? I definitely did play on the basketball team, although I'm not sure how well that will fare on my knees right now. But I would most definitely try. Most definitely, like, I'm gonna lie, whatever clubs or organizations that you will be able to sign up for, best believe I'm signing up to one, if not all of them, while trying to keep up with the curriculum. Because definitely, when I went to the Art Institute, that was something that you had to balance. You had to balance. A lot of us had jobs. A lot of us, you know, went in mid-semester, which that's something that I did because I was so excited to start college after life happening. And basically, just long story short, man, learned my lesson. You know, you never want to take on too much, because if you take on too much at one time, something is definitely going to lack, or you're going to be up all night crunching. And here I'm just thinking, I'm like, this will be some interesting content, because this is like something that I'm very familiar with and something that I had to go through and I had to learn and balance while I was going to the Art Institute as a young adult. But going back to my talk, right? So basically, I kept going to sleep, waking up every hour on the hour, y'all. And it kept saying, you know, before it was saying like the link was live, but it was an issue on the host end. And then eventually, if you kept refreshing, then you would get like that forbidden error that was popping up. Those of you that's been tweeting out and responding and and showing things of that nature, you're in the know, you're in the know. You feel me? It definitely happened on the Twitter, okay? Because it did happen. Um, so with that being said, after I put my son to sleep, woke up, kept checking, and that next time it actually did let me through, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm through. But when I clicked on the next page, it stopped me again. It was saying, hey, try back in a few minutes. So I waited probably 10, 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes max, went back and refreshed, and I was able to get in. I was able to fill out the application, which pretty much you're seeing me fill out. But yeah, but anywho, getting back on point, man, I was just so enthused that I was able to get this in. Trying to see on a scale of 1 to on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the dirtiest to 10 being the cleanest, it was asking, you know, pretty much how clean your room is, and I was just explaining from the standpoint of, you know, with me being a mom, with me being responsible for other people at times. Sometimes your house can get out of control, even when you spot clean, even when you have a job. And it's just like, man, and especially if you have kids, man, it feel like your house is forever dirty, right? So, not gonna lie, I'm gonna say my cleanliness is probably about a 7, because I'll let things stack and stack until I'm well rested, and then I just go into super clean mode and clean everything up. So I know I should probably get better at that. I know a lot of people will lie about that, but that's something I wouldn't lie about. And very transparent with. So yeah, I kind of feel like I'm a pretty cleanly person for the most part. But when you have kids, it can get a little chaotic and a little bit out of control. All right, so pretty much right here, it was the question was asking, what meal would you want to be served in the cafeteria of Streamer University? So obviously in college, well, depending on what college you go to for the most part, I was just thinking about, you know, typical college food that most people in college would typically eat. Like we had sandwiches, I forgot to put sandwiches down. But now that I'm just thinking about it, we had cold cuts. We had some pretty decent things to go to lunchroom and snack on in between classes outside of like your regular lunch period. But I was like, yo, gotta have the cafeteria pizza. You gotta have your burgers and your fries. You gotta have your ramen, your noodles, your Kool-Aid. You gotta have your chicken. You know, good eats. That's college good eating for you right there. So this last and final question that was on page 1 was pretty much saying if Kaisenat rated your stream or gave you an audience of 100K viewers right now, what would you do to keep them watching? So obviously I was just being myself, and I pretty much said something to the effects of, well, number one, I would probably cry and be very thankful and grateful to Kaisenat for giving me the platform, for giving me his audience to have more eyes and views on me, which I'll be forever grateful. But pretty much I was just, you know, thinking about, and it's a really good question, because a lot of times I feel like it's not a question of can you keep them there, can you keep them watching, because obviously I feel like if everybody had an audience at any point of time, whatever content that you're making with is up to the viewer really if they want to keep watching, if they rock with it or not. And I feel like for me being a much older individual, I probably would attract more so the young adult crowd on up, but probably also have some preteens and some YNs that'll probably mess with auntie. You feel me? Which, because that's happened with me streaming from District 10. I met a bunch of cool people and I've done some collabs with them and so on and so forth. But I digress. But it was a very good question because it really makes you think. Like, obviously, all the right answers are yes, I would do 24-hour streams, marathons, speed runs, IRLs. But really, the biggest thing is it's not a lack of content. It's more so your audience, who's going to rock with your content regardless of whatever it is that you're doing. And for me, I would rather have a quality community over a toxic, and people that genuinely want to be there because they want to be there, and they just either want to support or they rock with you as a person and things of that nature. But pretty much for me, I kind of feel like if you had the exposure, if you had the money, if you had everything that you needed to be successful, people would make it happen, I feel like. But a lot of times, especially in this industry that we're in as streamers and content creators, it's more so, did I go viral? Did I do enough or less to keep up with some of the younger folks' generations of having a short ass attention span? And if you're in the know, you're in the know what I mean by that. But it's just really like, man, if I had everything I needed, the exposure, the money, the resources, I would be able to make better quality content. And for somebody that is a smaller YouTuber who is recording the videos and editing them and marketing them and tagging them and clipping them and trying to do all the right things, sometimes you get lost in the sauce, especially if you don't have a community or have people around you to help you with the process. That's not to say that you probably didn't have people in the past helping you, but most definitely when you're branching out and when you realize, well, I done helped for so long, now it's time to help myself in other avenues. It's just like, man, I just need the opportunity, the platform, as in the presence, and then from there, I feel like once you have your audience, more people will be willing to help, and as they're helping you, you'll be able to help them in return. Most moons in the solar system. It's either Jupiter or Saturn. It's either Jupiter or Saturn. So say Jupiter. God, how many push-ups can I do in 1 minute? Bro, I don't even know, fam. I don't even know, fam. I don't even know anymore. It used to be like in elementary, you would have to, when we did things in elementary, man, I'm gonna just say, probably say 40. How many sit-ups? Maybe 60. Maybe 50. If you were to make a fist, but still leave enough room inside your fist to be able to blow air through. The fuck? Can you bite your elbow? I don't know. No, I can't. I cannot. Alright. Now me over here testing to see if I can, hold on, 1 inch. Yes I can. Check the box of your primary social account. Primary. Primary, I would say Twitch, because I stream on Twitch a lot. You know what? I mean, I do have Insta. I don't really check Instagram like that. Ooh-wee. Favorite post, video, or clip on it though, on the internet of yourself. My favorite. My favorite. You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and use the one where I did my skit. My favorite. Because I had so much fun. I had so much fun doing that skit. Granted, it was rough and people criticized me, but I had fun making it, so I was just like, oh, fuck. Alright. Videos. It would have to be that skip. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna have to literally make a video real quick. So I gotta make the submission. Alright, you guys, I just got through recording my submission video. I guess I'll go ahead and let you guys see it real quick. This is my video submission. It's only 45 seconds, so. My name is Robin Swanson, aka the Gaming Diva, and the reason why I should be accepted to Streaming University is because I've been streaming for over 10 plus years and I need the help, Kai. Kai, thank you so very much for giving me the opportunity. Thank y'all for looking at this video. I need the help. I'm trying to take care of my mom and my disabled brother. I'm tired of working for people. Whatever capacity you need me to work in at Streaming University, whether it be a teacher, whether it be a student, whether it be your assistant, bitch, I'm gonna be bold and I'm gonna say, Kai, I need your help. Any type of exposure. Like, I'm not even asking for money, bro. Like, fuck all of that. Like, you're giving us the platform and you're leaving it up to us to make it happen. So thank you. Please accept me. Love you. Is this for you to make a longer video? It says please, oh, send or upload. Okay, so I already did that. Okay, now this is personal information. Y'all can't see this part, so we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we are back, and so I'm having a little bit of issue. Like, I finished everything. I finally got through, and but now having this issue. Yeah, I don't think y'all can see it, but it's telling me there was a problem submitting your response. It's been recorded. It's been recorded. Oh my God. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna be optimistic. I'm trying not to get teary-eyed or overly emotional over something that I guess a lot of people would be like, girl, why are you crying? Why are you getting emotional? Because you just don't know. Like, he is one of the very few content creators that is using his platform to he's not gatekeeping. He's trying to actually help people. He's trying to network, make new friends, and if anything comes out of this, especially with me being older, it's genius, because it's like everybody's gonna be making content. You're gonna be making new friends while you're there, so networking. You're gonna be able to ask the top dogs who are there questions, probably off camera, in motivational talks. And it's just like, yo, whoever gets selected, whether it be me or whether it be someone younger, someone older, whoever gets picked is going to be tremendously blessed and their life is going to change forever. That right there for sure. I know. So I'm going to be making content every single day about waiting on my acceptance letter, streaming, trying to hear back from Streaming University. Those of you that may or may not see my video, I wish all of you luck, all of you that applied, and I hope to see you guys on campus. With that said, this is the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until then, I see you guys hopefully at Streaming University.